This is a shuffle. All right, and so the shuffle, this groove is used in a ton of different music. Probably best known in the blues, songs like Paying the Cost to Be the Boss by B.B. King. It's heard in Revolution by the Beatles. It's heard in Rock This Town by the Stray Cats or Brian Setzer, right? It's heard in a ton of different stuff. And there's also a bunch of variations, right? You can be playing a straight blues and a Kansas City blues and a blues shuffle or a funk shuffle. Like there's all sorts of different stuff that you can be playing with this particular groove. So anyways, let's kind of break it down and get into the basic principles of the rhythm, right? So the first thing we want to do is we want to know the hi-hat part. And the hi-hat part is just this. It's just this bounce thing. It's basically, if you're playing a rock groove, right, and you kind of put space in between there, you get that sound. But one of the things that's going to separate it, you want to put a little bit of accent in there. Right, which is also going to come out in the snare drum. So on the snare drum, we're playing 2 and 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's put those together. We're going to get the bouncing part in the hi-hat together, 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 together. Right. Then once we've got that down, we're going to add the bass drum. Now the bass drum on this groove can actually be played a number of ways depending on the feel. Sometimes it's kind of lightly played. Sometimes a little heavier. Sometimes it'll be actually played fairly robustly. In this case, we're going to play it kind of in the lower, a little bit lighter, right? Because we'll a little bit older style. But with this, what I want to do is you want to keep quarter notes in the bass, and then you're going to play that shuffle rhythm. Notice I'm still putting that accent. I'll slow it down even more. So 2, 3, 4, up. And stop. Right now, we're going to play just that bass drum and snare drum together. So bass together, bass together, bass together. Boom. The big difference between this and like the pop rock groove that is in another video is that the bass and the snare are separate. Here you want the bass to continue. You're gonna hear this especially in like old rhythm and blues, right? Like Chuck Berry or something, right? So anyways, let's play this now all together, right? Oh, before we do that, let's play the bass and the hi-hat. No, we did that. Bass and the hi-hat, this rhythm right here, right? Now let's put it all together nice and slow. Get the bass drum going, get that shuffle going. Now the snare. Right, one more time all together. 2, 3, 4. And then the pro tip on this is, again, I mentioned this a little bit, but that is accenting it, right? And really focusing on getting that bounce. Because when you get in a little bit higher tempos, that accent is really going to help the rhythm kind of push forward. And that is the shuffle.